I'm Jacqueline, and it's a super cold and snowy day today, snowy Saturday in Chicago, and I'm working on our video for you about diversity at Carmel Catholic. The snowy weather has me thinking about how as kids we are taught that each of us is unique, like a snowflake. No two of us are the same. We're taught to embrace the differences in each other and to value what makes each of us unique and special. And I think at Carmel, we live that idea each day. We are taught to welcome and care for each other and to build a community that is made stronger, not weaker, by the differences we may have in terms of background, culture, and faith. Today we have 4 interviews with people from our Carmel community to talk about how diversity impacts their work and experiences here. We hope this communicates to you how important it is to everyone at Carmel that we value what brings us together, but also what makes each of us different. First up, we have an interview with Mrs. Eppel, who works as the director of our admissions office. Mrs. Eppel was one of the first people I met at Carmel, and it's been fun to keep in touch with her as I've gotten to know the school better.
I used to work at 2 separate grade schools before I came to Carmel. I was at St. Joe's in Libertyville, St. Mary's in Buffalo Grove, and I've been at Carmel, I believe this is my 8th year. So I've always had a love of Catholic schools because of the sense of community. And the best thing I like about Carmel is being able to work with the students and the sense of community Carmel has here. So Carmel places a very high value on diversity. In our mission statement, which is the guiding document for our school, it states that our community embraces the tradition of dignity, diversity, and justice. And we support that. It's not just words on a piece of paper that we frame and hang on the wall. I think that's one of the benefits Carmel has to offer. It broadens all of our students what their perspective is on the world. They're not insulated there where if a student went to a local high school that they go to the same church and then they stay in the same neighborhood. This really broadens their perspective of the world. It also helps prepare students for the next step after high school. It'll prepare them. They're used to dealing with a large different array of different types of people, a very diverse population, which sets them up to do very well in college, and hence after it really prepares them for the working world. So Carmel draws from students from 4 different counties. We're not a neighborhood high school. Some kids actually will take a train and a bus to get here. They really come from quite a long distance. It has a small college feel, and these students come from over 100 different grade schools. So if each one of our classes is about 300 students large, and we pull from 100 different schools, you can tell that not a lot of the kids when they come here know a lot of people, but the sense of community and the community we build it's just very easy to make friends and to join the Carmel family.
Hi, my name is Andrea Fitzpatrick, and I'm the director of the Multicultural Center. It's hard to believe, but I've been here already this is the start of my 3rd year. I'm in the middle of my 3rd year. And I've been a Carmel parent since 2014. So I have 3 children that have already graduated from here, 1 who's currently a student here, and then a younger daughter. So I've kind of been around Carmel for a while. Here at the Multicultural Center, we have quite a few student groups that use this space. It's open to anybody, but we do have some clubs that use it. Some of the clubs can be defined as affinity clubs, which means that they're geared towards students with a certain identity. So we have the Black Student Union. We have the Nuestra Voz, who sometimes uses this space. That's the club for Latino and Hispanic students. We also have Korean Club, but they meet in a different space as well. And then we also have a couple of student groups that are geared and developed to learn about different cultures. So we have the Culture and Community Club, we have Diversity and Equity Council, and we have our brand new club, which is called Global Friends. That club is aimed at pairing up international students with our American students so that we can learn more about different cultures and where our international students come from, and the international students can feel more connected and more involved and infused in other activities here. One way that Carmel shows that it places value on students of different backgrounds is by being so open to all the different clubs and activities that we have. But because we do place value on not only our differences, but having environments where we can learn about each other and really find out that we're a lot more similar than we may think, that's one way that Carmel shows that we place value on people of different backgrounds and experiences. We have a very supportive and loving staff that really wants you to feel and to know that you belong here.
You have an interesting cultural background as someone of Puerto Rican heritage who understands Spanish, yet you chose to study Chinese at Carmel and plan to major and maybe minor in Asian studies in college. So you have an intersectionality in your cultural background and interests. How do you feel supported at Carmel?
How do I feel supported at Carmel? Honestly, I feel there's a lot of support, especially around taking languages, Chinese especially. I know when I first started it was difficult, but I had teachers and classmates to help me, even tutors at the time. I will say the school supports it heavily, which is a great thing about the school. I would have to say community, mainly because if you're not familiar with anyone and maybe you don't have a lot of friends that come here, you can easily get within the group of certain people and they can help you throughout the school, and hopefully that will help you to build onto relationships that will hopefully thrive till you graduate.
What advice would you have for a new Carmel student who has a strong cultural identity other than mainstream American?
So I would say definitely ground yourself around certain groups of people that are passionate about languages, community. The best advice I would give is build your own community too. Not only with American students, but also students that you may share your identity with, language-wise, race-wise, anything.
Today I'll be interviewing Bummy Kim about Korean Club. Our club was founded last year when Squid Game was going viral in the US, and because of that we wanted students to have a club where they could discuss more about the Korean culture. Also to really build this community of students getting to know each other and building this friendship. What positive impacts do you hope this club will have on the Carmel community? The biggest one would be to raise awareness of Korea as a country and its unique cultures, and want students to also use this connection in the future to just build connections with other people and open their view towards the world.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope that by listening to these people and hearing their perspectives that you know that Carmel is really a welcoming place and we really love diversity here. So I hope to see you soon on our Carmel campus, and thank you again.